our first of 13 teams here in this final section of the Girls Championship DMR. In the blue kit, this is going to be Penn Charter Track Club out of Pennsylvania, Tbilisi, Poland, Hamilton, and Klein. Wearing hip number 12, coming from North Carolina, it is going to be Raleigh Catholic. Hip number 11 from Bethlehem Central in Delamar, New York. This is Delamar Track Club. From Alabama, this is Mountain Brook Track Club wearing hip number 10. From Clifton Parks, New York, this is Legacy Track Club wearing hip number 9. From Springfield, Virginia, West Springfield Track Club will start with hip number 8. The returning champions from last year wearing hip number 7, the Carolina Cavaliers from Waxhaw, New York. Wearing hip number 6 from Andover, Massachusetts, the local favorites, Andover Phillips Academy. Wearing hip number 5 from Durham, New Hampshire, Bobcat Track Club. Wearing hip number 4, all the way from Oregon and Lake Ridge High School, this is Pacer Project. We've heard lots about them. This team demolished the 4x800 meter national record last night. This is IMG Academy. Wearing hip number 2, Union Catholic Track Club from Scotch Plains, New Jersey. And taking that coveted number 1 position from Wilmington, Delaware, this is Adrenaline Track Club. 13 incredibly capable and speedy competitive teams taking to the final and fastest section of this Championship Girls DMR. Fastest time in the country this year, not represented here today, that belongs to Fort Wayne Concordia Lutheran High School at 11:52.85. Again, this is not an event that's run all that often, Dave, outside of championship racing. Meet record set last year at the Reggie Center, courtesy of Cuthbertson High School at 11:17. Of course, that is also known as the Carolina Cavaliers. They were the 2024 winners, national record holders, and meet record holders.
So we have our pacing lights here in effect once again, set for 11:23. And we're pacing them specifically for each leg. So 3:30 is what we have the lights set for the first like 1,200 meters. That's 4:40 or just over 4:40 mile pace, so pretty swift.
And just for some context, this is partly because the splits last year to set that national and meet record were 3:29.3 for the 1,200 leg, 58.57 for the 400, 2:12.10 for the 800, and 4:37.49 for that 1,600 meter leg. So we're just a little off those, but using them as guides for each of these legs. And this is really, really quick running up front right off the bat here, courtesy of Union Catholic Track Club. This is one of our Thompson sisters, Sadie or Sophia. Apologies, I'm not sure which it is, set to lead off here for Union Catholic.
And it's Penn Charter that are in second place. Andover just moved into third. Union Catholic out to a very strong start, and they've opened up about a 10-meter gap over the rest of the field. So Union Catholic still leading the way. We are at 1:41, so that's a very fast opening split. So that's 3:22 pace, 8 seconds ahead of the lights.
Well, I was going to say, if you're looking on screen, those lights are nowhere to be seen right now, nor is a competitor to speak of, as we continue having Thompson bring things around here. Thompson, one of 3 sisters, including Natalia, Sadie, and Sophia, that's part of this incredible program at Union Catholic Regional High School out of Scotch Plains, New Jersey. And that lead ever increasing up front, Dave. And again, when you have this much dominance over a field this deep, it really speaks to how quickly you're running.
And 2:18, 2:19, or about 2:18.5 through 800 meters. And Union Catholic about 2 seconds ahead of those pacing lights right now. So could we see a national record?
Well, it happened last year, and it was thrilling when it did. Again, that was at the Reggie Center. We're here back at the track at New Balance, everyone's favorite facility here in Boston. And now, interestingly, as things have slowed a little bit up front, Dave, those lights have caught our leader. And she will have 1 lap to go here. Less than 200 meters remain, but look at the charge coming behind. And it is a big charge as we have a new runner into second.
Penchard is still in 3rd place, but the cavalry is gathering behind Union Catholic.
So again, this opening leg, those pace lights set to 3:30 pace. And Thompson just a little bit off those. She's done really well to do this completely solo though as she gets ready to approach the handoff here.
So 3:31, pretty impressive run. It's IMG Academy that moved into second, Kate, 3:32.84. So they are just 1.1 seconds back at the handoff. Penn Charter right in the mix too, and these 3 teams have gotten away.
Well, that's Maya Witch for Union Catholic in the lead, and she's a very capable athlete on her own. 58.12 her best. Again, these pace lights set to 58 flat. But now as we see IMG move in, this was the team that set that 4x8 record last night. Bertelsen Del Solar winning Robinson and Graham, and this is winning up front. Again, great name. I said on the interview, you always want a winning member of your team, and that's what we're seeing here. Mackenzie winning. Ran 2:12 last night on her leg. She's being passed back now by Union Catholic, who will maintain the slight edge. But it is Union Catholic, IMG, duking it out up front with Penn Charter very much still part of this conversation.
So these 3 teams have about a 6-meter gap over 4th place, which is Adrenaline Track Club. Union Catholic leading the way, courtesy of King. Penn Charter moving up alongside off her right shoulder.
Penn Charter is set to have Gwen Hamilton on this 800-meter leg, and Hamilton is a 2:07.38 runner. She set that time just 2 weeks ago, so she's coming off a win for the indoor state championships. You better believe that she has a lot going for her. As I say that, she is moving into the lead. Those pace lights right next to these athletes. And now it is Penn Charter, courtesy of Gwen Hamilton. Again, pace light set to 2:10. She's a 2:07 gal. This is definitely in her wheelhouse, Dave.
Absolutely. IMG Academy in second. Union Catholic looks like they're struggling to maintain contact a little bit now, just kind of hanging on in 3rd place. As now Penn Charter pulling away a little bit.
Hamilton ever increasing her lead here. She's got 1 lap to go on this 800 leg, and it's been blazing fast. She dipped under the 5-minute mark in the mile earlier this year for the first time too, but this gal has wheels. And she is ever extending the distance between her and IMG.
And she is laser focused on those lights as she's pulling away now from IMG and Union Catholic.
And at the handoff, it has been a great run there. 2:10.54, so again, right on those lights. And now you see the lights just sitting on the heels of Marley Klein, who is going to anchor this team for Penn Charter for the 1600 leg. 5:06.29 her best, and those pace lights are going to be set to 4:45.
So Penn Charter have gone 3:33 for the opening 1200, 56.08, and then 2:10. So we're looking at one of the best clockings of all time potentially here by Penn Charter.
Although as we say that, the gap has already started to narrow courtesy of Union Catholic. This is Paige Shepard leading the anchor leg for Union Catholic, and just like that, the gap has been closed. So 4:44.49, 1 mile best for Paige Shepard. These pace lights set to 4:45 for the 1600. You better believe that's definitely something she's capable of. So now it is Shepard into the lead, representing Union Catholic. IMG stalking them every step of the way. This is Graham for for IMG.
And Paige Shepard is also one of the best 800-meter runners in the country, so if it does slow down, she can handle that. As a 4:41 miler, she can ground it out, so she can win this either way, you would think. But Graham?
Yeah, Graham ran a very quick 2:09 to anchor the team for that new national record in the 4x8 last night. So you know she has wheels as well. She's a 4:55 1600-meter runner from just about 3 weeks ago. And interestingly, they've not shaken the specter here. It looked as though those two had put some distance on our initial leader. But it remains a 3-woman race with Union Catholic just leading IMG and Penn Charter still very much in contact with these top two.
So about 750 meters remaining. And Penn Charter about 2 or 3 strides back from our leading teams. Paige Shepard out in front for Union Catholic. Graham right off her shoulder. Kate, if you're in this position, would you rather be leading and in control and able to see your opponents behind you, or would you rather be where Graham is right now, just off the leader's shoulder?
Well, I think if I'm wanting to be anyone in this race, it's Graham right now. She is ever closing that gap, and she's going to be able to sit back on 2 runners. I'm not even sure, again, unless they look up at that screen, I'm not even sure they know that she's made contact again.
It's going to get interesting pretty soon now. So 400 meters left, and our 2 leaders are both exceptional 800-meter runners. So I think we're going to see a big injection of pace any second now.
Well, they're going to need it. Like you said, 2 laps remain. They haven't yet shaken our 3rd competitor, but it's going to take something pretty special here. Again, we've got a lot of running in the legs of Danielle Graham from last night. And again, it's hard to come down emotionally from that high as well when you and your team set a new record, win a national championship. She's probably had to go back to the hotel and try to just get as many hours of shut-eye as possible. She's got lots of running in her body already, but she's done a really good job of just holding on to Paige Shepard up front. And every time we think that Penn Charter is out of it, they reassert themselves. But here comes the kick as Paige Shepard hears the bell and starts unleashing the speed.
So Paige Shepard, I just saw, took a look up at the scoreboard above us, Kate, as she came around the turn. Saw that she had a little bit of a gap and capitalized, and now she's really opened it up. One thing's for sure, it's going to be a new national lead, Kate. And here comes Paige Shepard. She's going to bring home Union Catholic High School from Scotch Plains, New Jersey, to yet another national title here at New Balance Nationals indoors. 4:53.63 anchor. 11:38.03 the winning time.
Well, you can see again what it means to all these athletes to be able to stand there, not only having broken the tape herself, did Shepard, but now she gets to hold that finisher's banner with her teammates. It was in 4:53.63, as you said, for Shepard. 800 leg was 2:16.11, 56.55 on the 400 leg, and it was all kicked off with a 3:31.74. It's an electric environment here at the track at New Balance in Boston. And what a special moment for these athletes. Here you see those handoffs. This is where Penn Charter was still very much in the lead, but Union Catholic put themselves back up in the front of the pack. And again, that final rocket launch by Paige Shepard as she careens around another lapped athlete, sees the fireworks to her inside. Out in lane 3, it matters not. She comes across for the win for herself and her team. What a special moment for this quartet, something I'm sure they'll remember for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, a fantastic run by Union Catholic, yet another national title. Great run by Penn Charter, perhaps the surprise package of that race, placing 3rd.
And now they get to do their lap of honor. This is so special here at the track at New Balance. Soaking it all in. It's an electric environment, as I mentioned. You can't see it on screen, but there you see the kisses being thrown because the track is just absolutely lined, Dave. It is 5 or 6 deep in places with people trying to get a good view of what's happening on the surface. So this is such a cool moment for Union Catholic as they do this victory lap. IMG in 2nd, Penn Charter in 3rd, Raleigh Catholic takes 4th, and rounding at the top 5 is Adrenaline Track Club.
So number 2 time in the US, 11:38.03.